Hello everyone, I'm back with another favorites and I can't believe this month has gone by so fast, but I promise I have lots of really great goodies to show you, so stay tuned. I am going to start with my Limité de Beauté Peau Vierge Concealer because a lot of you have been asking me about this. I use this in a lot of my tutorials, and as many of you know, I have been struggling with hormonal acne. I don't have any active breakouts right now, which is great news. My skin has been clearing up a lot, and I'm going to share with you my new secret weapon for clearing up blemishes, but this has really been helping to cover up my redness and any of my acne scarring or healing blemishes. This concealer is very expensive. It's even more expensive than Clé de Peau's concealer, which I no longer use because they reformulated it and the new formula doesn't work for me. But Peau Vierge, you can put it on top of powder, you can touch up during the day. This particular corrector or concealer comes in only a few shades, but I use the lightest one, so if you're very, very fair, this may not work for you, but it blends super easily. It has a cream to powder texture. It's not drying at all. I can use it under my eyes, but because it is expensive, I've only been using it on my blemishes. And so many of you have commented that after I apply this, you can't see any of my blemishes. My skin looks super clear, and it's all due to this product. I swear to you that there's nothing going on between cuts when I film my tutorials. It really is just the magic of this concealer. It's that good, and it's lasted me quite a while already, but it comes with a decent amount of product, and I do have to use a fair bit on my forehead and my cheeks nowadays, but I still love it, and the more I use it, I highly recommend it because it's long lasting. It should do well on oily skin, but it's truly been a miracle worker for me, especially because I still have to post, videos and pictures of my face on my blog despite, the acne troubles that I've been experiencing. But thankfully everything's clearing up now, and this Peau Vierge concealer I highly recommend if you want to cover and conceal blemishes or redness. Now I will share with you my favorite new CC combo. I still think that the Chanel CC cream is my favorite despite that it only comes in one shade, which is 20 beige. I usually wear 30 or 40 in Chanel foundations, 40 when I'm really tan, 30 during the rest of the year, but the Chanel CC cream in 20 pairs really well with Matte Lumiere. And Matte Lumiere I only have in the color 40, and it oxidizes a little bit when it's worn on its own, so it's really dark on me and it is slightly orange. But the CC cream is very yellow based, so it's great for my skin tone, and when I mix these two together, it gives me a flawless base. Plus, I really love the way the CC cream smells, so it's just a really nice overall experience when I put these two together. So I just blend them together with my fingertips and then apply in circular motions. I press the product into my skin, starting with the center of my face, right under the eyes and around the nose. So I highly recommend you try this out if you are like me and 20 is too light for you, but you love the texture of the CC cream. And I just posted reviews of these two. This is the Kiehl's BB cream and this is the Smashbox CC cream. I still prefer the Chanel CC cream because I have found, first of all, a great combination for the CC cream, but I just like the scent and the texture of the CC cream by Chanel a lot. The only thing is that the Smashbox one is much more affordable. It comes in a much wider shade range of 5 as opposed to one shade, and I just think that the Smashbox one is a great overall value. But between the two, since many of you have asked me which one do I prefer, I can't say which one I prefer because I really do enjoy using both. I think that the Kiehl's BB cream doesn't layer quite as well. This one doesn't cake up at all. The CC creams by nature have a more lightweight texture, whereas the Kiehl's BB is a lot heavier and it's very moisturizing. It's just that this one is silicone free. The Chanel and Smashbox CC creams, they're heavy on the silicone, so if you're really paranoid about clogged pores and you want something non-comedogenic, then definitely try the Kiehl's. I really love this and I use the color light. On my normal skin, the bottom line between these two is that the CC cream keeps my skin, my T-zone at least, oil-free longer. They both do last pretty well throughout the day, at least for a good 8 hours. I always top with powder though, and like I said, I do have tutorials that I just posted for both of these, so you can check them out to see how I wear them, but they're both really great products. And it just comes down to what I need that particular day when I decide what to wear in the morning. But before we move into the color and the rest of the makeup, I did want to share with you my new secret weapon. I have been using the Juice Beauty Blemish Clearing Mask, and I adore this stuff. It is unlike any mask I've ever used, and I always use it overnight as a spot treatment. Most products labeled spot treatment don't really work for me, but this particular mask has a really almost like a lotiony feel, and it has a great texture. It doesn't flake off in the middle of the night and rub up against my pillow. I love the way this feels. It has a slight tingle when you put it on, but it dries down smoothly, and overnight it really works on my blemishes. I had a lot of active pimples on my forehead, but this mask not only helped alleviate the swelling, it reduced the redness, and my skin is just so much smoother. I'm so happy, and I feel so much more confident now that my skin is coming back to normal. You know, when I put makeup on, you can't really tell that I have been struggling so much to find a solution, but this is the best thing I've tried, the best skincare product that I have encountered in the last year. I'm so grateful to have come by this. Now for the brows, I went and picked up the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which is one of my top eyebrow pencil formulas, and I love this stuff. I've been using it for years, but recently she repackaged it. I only showed the older packaging in my last updated eyebrow routine video where I showed you guys how I fill in my brows, but this Brow Wiz is newly packaged in black with rose gold accents. And Anastasia finally created a gray eyebrow pencil for people like me, and it is called Ebony, which makes you think it's a really dark chocolate brown, but in fact it's more of a natural gray. I think it's even easier to use than the Clé de Peau eyebrow pencil that I love so much. The Clé de Peau is great, but it's really expensive, and you have to buy the pencil and then the actual, you know, cartridge holder with the spoolie tip separately. So if you are looking for an affordable alternative to my beloved Clé de Peau eyebrow pencil, then definitely try this one, because I am wearing it today and my eyebrows look the same. So I really love it. I highly recommend it. And since we're basically going over everything that I'm wearing on my face today, you can find the complete list down below in the description box, but I am wearing on my lips number 107, and this is the new Flash Lacquer by Armani. I absolutely love this gloss formula. I love it even more than my Chanel Glossimeres, and that's saying a lot. It gives your lips a sleek, pouty look, and I absolutely adore this stuff. I love it so much that I reviewed number 519, which is more of a warm raspberry. So I went out and bought 107, and then I bought 520 because I wanted to see if the ones with shimmer irritated my lips, and I can say already that it doesn't. The shimmer is really fine in 520. Some of them have more obvious shimmer, but this particular pink is really natural, and you can only see the sparkle when you examine it closely. So I really love these Flash Lacquers. They're definitely the best lip gloss on the market right now. I highly recommend you stop by an Armani counter and definitely give them a look. And just to start wrapping things up, I did want to let you know that I will be in Miami. I'm going to be visiting for a couple days, but I'm really excited about it. I've never been to Miami before. I have been to Orlando, but Florida is not a place that I'm particularly familiar with. I just know it's hot and sunny, so I'm going to be taking these awesome Ray-Bans. Shadesdaddy.com, which is where I got my glasses. They have all the colors. I personally find that the matte gold balances out the really bright shield color, and it does change from blue to green. You can also check out the red ones. It turns from red to orange, and I just think they're super fun, and they're really summery, and they're nice and casual. You can wear them to sporting events, which is why I'm going. And even though they're louder than I generally tend to wear, I definitely like them. I think they're super fun. Now I'm going to show you some of the fashion that I'll be taking to Miami. I'm taking a maxi dress. I love this orange one, and I got it from Daily Look. It has a pink, raspberry pink tie, and I just wanted something fun and lightweight. I know it's going to be super hot, so I didn't want to bother with even my Lululemon because it is tight-fitting. I wanted something loose and casual. I love the embroidery detailing. I figured I would take advantage of Miami's color-loving culture and mix things up and be a little bit more bright. And I've also been loving this cropped bustier. It's a floral bustier, and it's definitely more, I guess, risque than I generally tend to wear, but I really do like the cropped bustier with the skirt or high-waisted shorts look. I personally go with the skirt because when you wear heels, it lengthens out your legs a little bit more, but I got this bustier from Daily Look, and it's actually pretty well made. I like the straps that are chunkier because it just gives me more proportion to my shoulders and my legs. But now we're going to come to a close with colorful nail polish. So I have been wearing these two. The Guerlain 263 à la Parisienne has been a mainstay this last month. I love that it's not too red. It has a slight touch of pink. It reminds me a little bit of my Armani 519 gloss, except brighter and more red. But I love the way this looks. It's very vibrant. The brush is wide, so it's easy to get my nails coated evenly. But on the other hand, I've been using this L'Oreal New Money color in number 108, which is a bright avocado green. It's not as lime as you would expect, but my brush is slightly curved, and I don't own many L'Oreal nail polishes, so I don't know if they're all straight or if this is just a fluke, but it has a slightly rounded edge and the brush is very narrow. So I actually like that a lot because it's not a nail polish brush shape that you see often. Also, some of you told me on Instagram that this stained your nails, but I use my normal Butter London foundation base coat, and I didn't see much staining at all. So I did wear it for a few days even, and I didn't really see much staining. So maybe you should try that base coat if you did have staining issues. But overall, I'm really impressed by these L'Oreal nail polishes, and I'll definitely have to give some more of them a try. So if you have any favorites, please feel free to list them down below in the comments, and I'll definitely check more of these out. And with that being said, that is a wrap for all of my July favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and this month I really didn't have any misses. The Juice Beauty Blemish Clearing Serum is still something that I'm working on. I really do like the texture of it, but it just wasn't as effective for me as the Blemish Clearing Mask, so I love and highly recommend this. I think if you are on a budget and you can only pick one, the mask is definitely the way to go. I know a lot of you guys want to see a nighttime skincare video, and I will try to get on that in the next week or two, so I promise it'll be up sometime this month. To everyone who made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!